writers of the Constitution, it pains me to say this, I think wrongly concluded, Joe, that the three branches of government would be covetous of their power. The legislative branch would be covetous of the power to write laws. The executive branch, covetous of their power to enforce those laws. The judicial branch, covetous of their power to interpret the constitutionality of those laws. They were wrong. I'm sorry, I wish they weren't. But rhino Republicans, fake Republicans, and Democrats, liberals are all the same these days. There's really no difference. Have ceded that power to the judicial branch. Why? Democrats have ceded that power to the judicial branch for a very specific reason. I just described it. There's no popular support for their stuff. None. They'd rather the judicial branch just implement it because why? They can't. That's an easy one. So they're not covetous of their power. Democrat congressmen and Democrat senators are not in any way covetous of their power. They want the judicial branch to do what they can't do. And they're willing to cede power, the opposite of covetous. Now you may say, well, what's the rhino role in this? The rhinos are doing it for a different reason. The rhino class is so not covetous of their power and not holding on to it, almost jealously. Here it is, it's mine. Because the rhinos are a bunch of frauds. I've said to you repeatedly, the problem with Congress and the Senate is that many Republicans out there are really Democrats, but no Democrats are really Republicans. I'm telling you from dealing with these people and talking to them that a lot of the Republicans up on Capitol Hill who run on this small government, big liberty agenda are complete, total frauds. They don't believe in it one bit. They believe government's a benevolent force in your life. They believe the Tea Party were a bunch of kooks. They believe the Second Amendment. Oh, the Second Amendment. Come on, Second Amendment. We really need guns anymore. Now, don't doubt me on this. Hat tip Rush Limbaugh. Don't doubt me one bit. I have talked to these guys. They look at you like you're a maniac if you're in the Tea Party. So for them, this is important here, Joe, rather than having to take tough votes on this stuff where they'll be exposed as frauds because they're on YouTube doing campaign speeches. I am all for the Second Amendment, low taxes, limited government, controlling government spending. They don't believe any of it. They don't want to vote on that. So what do? They jump in this incestuous bed with the Democrats and they say, let's just, defer Chevron debt. Let's just defer to the executive and the courts and let them do it for us. They get the best of both worlds. The Republican fakes and phonies don't have to take a vote on things they really don't believe in. They don't believe in limited government, control budgets. They don't believe in it. And they get to get reelected because they say, oh, it wasn't me, Joe. It was the courts. The courts ruled Roe v. Wade. The courts ruled in the gay marriage decision. It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, perfect sense, yeah.